This is Colby Lefevre from biomechanics.net, also with colbyl.com. Today we're testing out the new Vibrem 5-finger shoes. This is actually the sport model. It has extra traction on the bottom, just for physical activities like rock climbing, hiking, stuff like that. Also, it does a lot better when it comes to running outside. Now, the weird thing about the 5-finger shoes, obviously, is because there's 5 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But those pinky toes, the last two, really have a problem with kind of getting connected with the rest of the feet. There is a little discomfort when you first put on the shoes. Also, what happens is the ball of your foot tends to get a little bit tired, at least it does on mine. Over time, this is actually day 3 for me. Over time, it does get a little bit better. It actually feels more comfortable. I feel more traction when it comes to the ground. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a couple tests with it, show you what it can do. We have a lot of videos out there on the net where people are just running in a straight line. Well, you know what? Last time I checked, we don't just run in straight lines, so let's go ahead and try out a little bit something different, huh?
Please be clear, this is an invasion.
I can feel it in my fingertips, the sniff numb in my fingertips. I can feel it in my fingertips. What else? Known for the arm and hammer. Dress code be the red bandana. Known for the arm and hammer.
Let's see what we can do against the BMW, huh?
Be the red bandana.
It's a good grip. One of the best qualities about the shoes is that they actually have this sole that actually moves with it. These are the Sport Edition, one more time. Now what happens every time you take this step, instead of like a regular shoe that has that flat bottom, this will actually grip to these rocks. As you go, every little tiny surface, your toes will actually go around each rock and get maximum amount of grip. So these little tiny cross sections are not just digging into the top, it's also digging into the sides all the way across, which gets that maximum amount of grip, so you can go up hills that you normally can't. Just had a long day of testing out the Vibrem 5-finger shoes. Got a little dirty. Now the best thing about the shoes is because of this flexible rubber that's going to be on the bottom of the shoe, and the mesh that's going to be on top, is that you can wash them. You can just go ahead and take them, as dirty as they are, just check them in, set it, done. It's the fact that you can't put them in the dryer. Now that's just kind of basic common sense because of the plastic and everything. But you go ahead and wash it in the washer, take it out, dry it. Takes around 35-45 minutes. It's going to be drying, and then you're set to go out and do it again. We're in downtown LA right now. We're testing out the Vibrem 5-finger shoe. I saw a couple other tests, reviews online that do basic things like running up and down hills, running in a straight line. I figured I'd try something a little bit new, huh? So let's go ahead and try it. Just finished the review on the Vibrem 5-finger Trek Sport Edition. Now, overall, the shoe did turn out pretty well. All the fun and games that we were doing was a little bit too extreme at some situations, but overall, it did turn out pretty well. Now, once again, I do have a problem with the toe area. I think that's just me in general, but there's a slight irritation in this area when I do wear the shoes. Another problem that we're having is a tearing that's actually occurring on the shoes. I've only had it for 4 days, and I have done some extreme things with it, but to have that tearing is definitely a negative. But overall, all the problems with it, I definitely would still wear the shoe. I am actually going to still wear the shoe. One other thing that I wanted to mention is just that when you're doing running, you're not really going to break any track records, just because the faster you go, the more impact you're going to receive. And even though the shoe is built very well, it's going to irritate the feet quite well. When it comes down to it, though, those problems aside, an overall great shoe. Great idea. I think this shoe plus also the next shoes to come are going to be amazing. So coming to you from biomechanics.net with partnership with colbyl.com. Stay healthy.